But we're gonna have a lot of people now do things like this. They're gonna delete tweets. They're gonna try to escape any even like slight affiliation of Diddy, because they just don't want to even have their brand or name tainted, right? We got Charlamagne the God coming out saying on his podcast, Brilliant Idiots, that he has never been to a Diddy party, that Breakfast Club worked with Revolt for like 8 years, but that he's never been to a Diddy party, he's never hung out with him, that he's tried to stay away from the industry and people because of these type of situations. And I believe that because he's always been anti-industry while still being in an industry. He does his own thing. We have Joe Budden, who was seen dancing with Diddy. He's worked with Diddy.
Has photos with Diddy.
He has photos with Diddy. He seemed like he was friends with Diddy, right? Not necessarily close, but now he came out. He said, I was not friends with that guy. I was not friends with that guy.
He's never called him his friend. He called him his boss.
Yeah, he was like, I worked with him, but that was it. I never went to like the after hours of these parties. I've been at parties, but I never saw him do nothing like this. And he said, don't include me in that list of the Freakoff tapes. I'm not in any of these Freakoff tapes. So we have everyone coming out and now stating, like, for the record, I'm not affiliated with this. We got the Megan Fox old post deleted. We got the Usher hacking situation. The Pink's old post being deleted. They probably have
photos that they knew were there.
Yeah.
And tweets. My thing is this, Vic. It goes back to my point. This is why the industry's in the state it's in. And it's going to get worse. We're going to see less people cooperating, collaborating. Because if you think about it, bro, niggas don't need evidence. They just need to not like you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what, and I realized that when I was under Joe's and Charlamagne's post. I'm like, niggas is like, nah, you're lying. You niggas is liars. You're weirdos. You niggas was definitely at that party. And it's like, how do y'all know that? How do y'all actually know that this person is the type of person to do this? It's just y'all hate them so much, you believe anything. So imagine how everyone feels right now. Everyone's like, bro, I didn't even have to really be there. There was a whole argument about Beyonce's been at one of the parties. People were pulling up videos. People who are at the parties with Beyonce are pulling up videos, bro. Niggas like, bro, Beyonce was never at a Freakoff. Bro, niggas will believe anything nowadays. I would stay away from that shit if I'm in the industry.
We literally have also, let me pull it up right now. Noel sent me, we have Meek Mill. Meek Mill with a tweet as well.
He's crashing out.
Meek Mill basically doing similar to what I'm saying right here. We have Meek Mill with a tweet a couple hours ago saying, I want to hire an investigative team, $100,000 cash, $100K cash to find out every specific detail involving Meek Mill name to Diddy case. I also want them to look at who is powering the media involving Meek, anything to do with Buddy. Something not right. Basically, he is trying his best to say, like, hey, I have nothing to do with Puffy, with Diddy, even though I have so many photos with Diddy, right? He's poolside with Diddy.
Matching shirts
with Diddy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But none of this is proof that he's in Freakoffs.
But he's like, yo, I was cool with the guy, but I didn't do nothing illegal with the guy, right? And that is the case. That may be obviously the case with a lot of these people because, like Charlamagne the God hinted at, everyone was at these parties. Everyone would go to these parties, right? This is the famous video of Diddy and Meek that people have always made sus jokes about for years.
King son, man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
This is so crazy.
People said this was not a pool of water. This whole time was a pool of baby oil. This whole time, and we found out why now because we got 1,000 bottles found. But they've always been close, right? They've always been cool.
It's like what man calls another man daddy?
But that's that old school shit though.
That is that old school shit.
Diddy old school shit, right? The daddy.
Diddy's been doing that for years.
Was a daddy.
It, but
it's a different era now.
Man.
But still do that is like outdated.
I hate when people say, yo, be serious, bro. Like, they definitely were doing shit. Y'all don't know that. And you know how terrifying that is to put on someone's body?
Because especially if they were that stupid enough to do it and then also put it in our face like that, that would be crazy.
That'd be crazy. I'm never comfortable with spreading lies or rumors about people because it's like, you don't really know, like, where this could take this person's life.
Look,
I don't like to be around these motherfuckers, no way. Number two, I talk too much shit about a lot of these motherfuckers to ever want to be in rooms with them. That's not how we get down. I've never gotten down like that. Like, I build my own industry. That's old school industry to me.
Yeah.
I've never been to a Diddy party. I was funny, I was having this conversation.
You never been to a Diddy party, right? So you made sure to put that out there. We have Joe Budden.
For the last time, can y'all take me off the list of names that y'all think is on these tapes?
So everyone's putting it out there, you know, and at the same time, I guarantee you that people have their legal teams getting ready and geared up for all of this.
Because, yo, let's also be honest. When you're young in the industry, you're not going to go to the Diddy party if you're invited. You're going to go there. You're going to build connections. You guys have to stop. This is part of business. Part of business is going in these environments and talking to these people so you can get opportunities.
And networking.
So no one's going to mention that Kendrick Lamar was at a Diddy party. No one's going to mention that J. Cole was at a Diddy party. That's how the altercations happened. We're just not going to talk about that.
Drake was at Diddy parties as well.
But you're not going to throw your Lord and Savior down the bus. And you're not going to throw J. Cole, your Dreamville Savior, down the... Nah, because they're fucking hypocrites. This should be pissing me off, bro.
Here's the arrest footage that we didn't watch yet of Diddy, right? So this happened last week, Tuesday. Diddy walked into his hotel. This was in Manhattan, downtown New York. He walked in, and then the feds were there. Right? To his surprise, they grabbed him. His team played back. They seem to have walked upstairs with him to a room, maybe their room or his room. They took the elevator. He looked like he was like in a robe vibe. Looks like a robe. And then you see them minutes later walking back down with Diddy. Probably after reading him his rights, explaining the situation. And it seems like it's still broad daylight. They walk out with Diddy.
You heard the clone theory?
Oh, there's always going to be a clone theory.
So funny.
The internet is undefeated with shit.
They
right?
like edited his face. It was so
and
funny.
then we see the footage right here, him walking out, leaving the hotel in handcuffs, in a robe. All right? And we also have, what do I have right here? We also have the island, right? The Love Island. This is the Love Island that he would take Young Miami to. This was in 2022. So Diddy owns this island. It's an island that he owns. What is going to happen next with Diddy? Are we going to get a Diddy interview like Gayle King and R. Kelly?
I don't think so.
Are we going to get anything of that nature? Does he ever win the public sympathy back? I think it's long gone. I think there's no coming back from this.
I think R. Kelly did it because he was desperate and he knew he was running out of money. He was going to go to jail. Diddy has been very quiet. You notice that? Very quiet. He's played this very well. I think he'll get some times. I still think he's getting time sentenced. A couple years. I don't see him going to jail for life, though.
And shout out to London, right? London reached out. I did an interview with London Talk TV. You know what I'm saying? Because of the Diddy case. You know what I'm saying? The diddler got me going international.
The Brits needed to hear from Vibe.
Yeah, man. They got the Cap podcast. The Cap podcast coming from America to talk about the Diddy case here in London. That's the worst accent that anyone's ever done of London people.
That's fine.
And
Next
best
is
believe they're
David.
not getting you back on there again, bro.
You just got to interview Dave next. So
Listen, man. But that was crazy. I'm like, oh, wow, they want me to get on there as an insider about the Diddy case. I'm covering this shit like my life depends on it. I'm not going to lie to you. There's so many situations and so many things pertaining to this that I'm going to be on top of for you guys to keep you updated as time goes forward. Is that the last thing I have on Diddy? I believe so.
Before you continue, no, I have Noel definitely saying networking because he has been to a Diddy party. I've not been to a Diddy party, but I've been to parties where people go to solely network.
I mean, the way you was holding that baby oil, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Holding that shit like a pro.
I can't.
You know how many times did you count how many times he put that on his hand? Legit, while you were talking?
Oh no, he was daydreaming. Or
Exactly.
Yeah, basically.
I was trying to get y'all excited.
Why would we get excited?
Because he's following in Diddy's footsteps.
Let's say you're next. You're going down.
I'm already excited enough, man.
This
I'm
nigga's
alive.
going down.
I just need life. I don't need nothing else, buddy.
I just need
Facts.
butt.
All right.
I'm going to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
They gonna let me for my ambition.
And that was a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition podcast, Cap. If you're looking to watch the full episode, make sure to go check it out right now. It's available on audio and also on YouTube.